Hi, I'm Marc Monseau for Farm Fresh TV, coming to you from Austin, Texas. And with me here today is Steve Krein, CEO, and Unity Stoakes, President of Organized Wisdom. Hi guys, how are you doing today?
Good. It's great to be here.
Thanks for having us.
Well, thank you for joining us here today. I wanted to ask you, you're down here for the South by Southwest conference. What are your impressions?
I think just the first thing to note is how exciting that there's a health track for the first time at South by Southwest. It's really a transformational opportunity, I think, for the industry and really for all of us, because there's such a great focus on health innovation for the first time.
I feel the same way. I was inspired by how many entrepreneurs showed up, interested in how they can actually do something more with their skills than just build another game or another kind of random piece of software that's not going to really change the world. So I think I got a sense in almost every one of the panels that there is a growing momentum among the entrepreneurial community and interest in healthcare. So that was one of the most exciting things I thought about.
And where do you think, and what were some of the, maybe you can sort of recap for us a little bit about, what elements in the panels sort of inspired, or you saw some inspirational ideas that were coming forward?
Oh wow! The last panel of the day was actually Todd Park, who, although he's an entrepreneur, he was now part of I think he runs the HHS, and he gave one of I think the best presentations in any health conference I have ever been at, because he explained how the government for the first time has made reams of data available, data that had just been stored up and never accessible before, and how over the last 12 months the government has participated in inspiring entrepreneurs and developers to start building new applications that were never before available. And one of the, I think, neatest outputs of that was actually a GPS that goes onto asthma inhalers that actually will tell you where people are within a given geographic area are using their inhalers more than others. So not only can the government or anybody take a look and all of a sudden see clusters of where asthma breakouts are, but imagine just the power of now having access to that kind of data. So I think the game's changed, and Todd Park's presentation, I think, was just a phenomenal summary of the power of data, the power of technology, and entrepreneurs and their ability to actually make change here.
And there's this real exciting moment where there's this convergence where the entrepreneurs are there, the government's there, investors are there. It's all sort of happening at the same time. And I just think there's this moment going on now that's very exciting.
And what can we do to harness that? Do we need more conferences like this? Do we need more events where we can bring everyone together?
You need entrepreneurs to recognize that they can be using their skills to actually make a difference in the world, actually really truly create happier, healthier people. They can really change the way diseases, the way experiences at the doctor's office, the way they even deal with their own family health issues could actually be improved because of them. So first, entrepreneurs, getting them to understand this, they now have a power that I think they never had before. Second is investors. I think investors, and it's beginning to happen, but investors are now recognizing the value of their dollars in putting it to better use than just the next widget or the next little game. And I think the third is the government, getting involved. So the three kind of constituents, and then obviously, pharma and advertisers and payors and insurance companies and everybody recognizing the power of this moment in time where I think we're going to undergo such a dramatic shift that it's going to literally change the face of healthcare that I think we're just seeing the beginning of right now.
I think if we can use this as a moment to inspire more entrepreneurs to start focusing their innovation on health, focusing their energies on health instead of some of these other things going on, I think we can really do what we need to do to solve these challenges.
And this is really exciting, particularly given the challenges that the healthcare system has been facing over the past years as well. What do you envision this will look like in 5-10 years' time? If as you talk about there's this ability to really kind of tap into that information, that data, to kind of drive behavioral changes.
Well, I think, just from a macro level, we always hear in the press about the Facebooks and Groupons and Zyngas. I think we'll start to see the big companies, the big success stories, be these innovative health companies that are really helping people live healthier, happier lives, and really elevating the standard of care for all.
Yeah, I think one of the things that's really close to our heart at Organized Wisdom is I think how different the environment is today for people to roll up their sleeves and actually make a difference themselves. And one of the ways we're seeing it at Organized Wisdom is doctors now getting involved at actually helping their patients using social media and other tools that are giving them sort of a new lease on improving the communication with their patients, because they now can share information that they think is more valuable than letting their patients go on to Google themselves and figure it out. And that's actually one of the problems that I think we're focused on solving, which is this online health gap that exists between the doctor visit and the Google search box or the WebMD visit. And that gap where the doctor has never really participated before, today they can participate. Today they can open up their iPad and actually walk someone through a video, or that can actually walk them through an illustration. And so you're seeing a dramatic shift in, I think, the doctor office visit and the patient experience as a result of what's happening right now in social media, what's happening right now with technology, and what's happening right now in mobile.
To that end, can you tell us a little bit more about what Organized Wisdom is currently doing, and where you see that going?
Sure. I mean, we're an expert-driven platform for health and wellness, and we are extremely committed now to focusing on. And it's interesting because it's taken a couple years for, I think, the technology to catch up to our vision. It's also the data, the tools, the technology, and actually, quite frankly, the experts recognizing that. All of this can be harnessed, because a lot of people look at what's Twitter and what's Facebook. It can be harnessed to help improve patient communication. It can be harnessed to get their name out there and give them recognition. It can improve their business, and all of a sudden now doctors can see how it can impact how they can help people. And so it's not just this nice little thing that a bunch of tech people do. It's actually something that can help me build my practice. And so the tools that we're rolling out, literally from March to June over the next 3 months, will truly transform the tools that doctors have to communicate with their patients, because we're going to tap into the power of social media so that every health expert can actually have an online toolbox to share with their patients, both in the office and online. And then a comprehensive profile so that people can learn more about a doctor than just their address or some ratings that people put up, but truly see the contributions that doctors are now starting to make online. So we're extremely excited about some of the upcoming pieces that are going to roll out that I think are going to change how doctors begin to use the internet.
And it really does kind of draw upon that expert to help people make sense, because one of the themes that keeps coming back, or I've heard over the last few years from e-patients, is the idea that it's very difficult to make sense of the information that's available online. And it sounds to me as if this is going to help to address that.
Yeah, we want to inspire as many doctors and health experts to begin to use digital media to share their wisdom, elevate the standard of care, and improve patient communication.
Yeah. Great. Well, look, thank you both very much for joining us here today on Farm Fresh TV. Fantastic, and it sounds like a really exciting future, and we're looking forward to the rest of the conference.
Thanks,
Thank
Mark.
you very much.
Thank you, and we'll get back to you sometime. Thank you very much, and we'll be back to you sometime soon.